Nation, Blaze one for the real ones. Let's get this party started. Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, T3 proudly presents to you Raiders Tea Time. It's your host, T3. Let's do what we do, but before we get started, let's pay them bills. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Come talk to your boy. We are at 50 subscribers. Yes, thank you all for subscribing, checking out the channel. It's a small button for you, but it's a big button for your boy. So please hit subscribe, hit them likes, keep them joints up at 50% or higher. Yo, I got 50, but you know how it goes. Your man wants more. Let's go for 55 and let's keep doing what we do. Thank you all. Everybody that takes the time to listen, to watch, to subscribe, to like, to comment. Appreciate all the comments. But let's do what we do. We are here to discuss the schedule. Yes, we're only right now today only going to discuss weeks 1 through 8 to the bye week. So the first half of the 2025-2026 NFL Las Vegas Raiders season schedule. And here we go. Yo, so we know our first week opponent is the New England Patriots. Now, it's a revenge game on your boy Josh McDaniels, who is the offensive coordinator of that team. We know they have still a rookie quarterback, second-year player coming into the game, still trying to get his devices. They do have Diggs as a wide receiver, but they do not have a hard wide receiver depth of teams. I can't remember if Travis Hunter, oh my goodness, wrong team. Hunter, who is a different Hunter, that is the tight end for their team, is still on that team. But I do know they picked up a lot of free agents from the Las Vegas Raiders. Michael Spillane, Clavon Chaisson, to be a fact on top of the two. I also believe they picked up Mike Epps. So with that being said, that gives us the advantage because our offensive line is familiar with Spillane. They are familiar with Clavon Chaisson from the practices, from the teams, and the defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham, that is on the Las Vegas Raiders side. This giving us an advantage, and the fact that we have a better quarterback with Geno Smith, that gives us all that we need to get a week 1 win for that. Moving on, we come back home to Allegiant Stadium to face, that's right, the Los Angeles Chargers. What did I say earlier in my takes a couple weeks ago? That we would split with our division rivals and that we would win more home games. This is a great opener for our Las Vegas Raiders. This is an opponent that is going to take us toe-to-toe, pain for pain. We do not take them lightly. Harbaugh, as much as I don't respect him as a coach, is a good coach. Herbert always gives us problems every time, every way. This is going to be a running game kind of a situation. This is going to be one of those games to where it's going to come down to a field goal, 3 points. Which running back showed up the most? We know that we got Ashton Jeanty and Mostert coming out of the backfield. They have Hampton, the rookie running back, as well as Najee Harris coming out their backfield. It's going to be whose O-line, whose D-line is dominating the line. They also have the man Khalil Mack still over there doing his Mack attack, and I'm going to have to make sure Colton Miller is up to par handling this. And with that being said, Pete Carroll does not bow down to Harbaugh at USC when he was with Seattle, and it will not start today. Home opener, it will be our Las Vegas Raiders. That brings us to 2-0. Then we face the Washington Commanders in Washington, D.C. I do not see us winning that game. We do not have yet the full-on defensive power to stop that high-powered offensive attack. I believe that we will be in the game. I do believe our offense will get out there in the game, but I feel like Washington's high-scoring, high-powered offense is going to be a little bit too much for our Las Vegas Raiders and our first-year head coach as a Las Vegas Raider coach, as well as I know he's going to have us defensively playing the game. As much as I believe in Max Crosby and the gang, I don't really trust our corners just as of yet. We do have our man JB, Jacorian Bennett, but we do not have a solidified, bona fide number 2 corner on the other side. Yes, we drafted Porter. He is going to look to be one of Pete Carroll's specials. We did bring on in Stokes from Green Bay Packers, but I feel like our corners, our safeties are still very young in the game, and it's not going to be able to stop everything that's going to happen. And that is going to be our first loss of the season, which brings us to 2-1. Then we'll face the Chicago Bears. Trap game, because we're expecting Chicago to suck as bad as they sucked last year. They beefed up their O-line tremendously. Their new head coach, Ben Johnson, has been and has seemed to be an offensive genius when he was with the Detroit Lions. They still have offensive weapons, and Caleb Williams is going to benefit from this man's experience. And with that being said, I like the fact that we are going to be playing in Allegiant Stadium. I like the fact that this is going to be a home game for us, but I also feel like this is going to be a tight game, tighter than we would like. Why? Because we're going to go in with the attitude that we should be victors in this, and which is going to take us to a loss. Our feeling of being 2-1 is going to be too much. Our team has not yet learned to win properly, which is going to take us to 2-2 in the season. So I see a win in New England, a win against the Chargers, a loss against the Washington Commanders, and a loss against the Chicago Bears. With that angered team coming in, going out to Lucas Oil Stadium against the Indianapolis Colts, that team is going to go out, ball out, and show why we should still be considered a team to be reckoned with. And yes, I am saying we will whoop the candy butts off of the Indianapolis Colts. They got Danny Dimes and Richardson as their quarterback. They are still trying to decide what they're going to do quarterback wise. They do not have a wide receiver that I fear. They have the running back. They have an amazing running back on their team, but defensively and offensively, we should come out with a 2-touchdown win and beat the Indianapolis Colts, bringing us to 3-2. Going into back home to Allegiant Stadium and facing the Tennessee Titans, the number 1 draft pick. That's right, Cam Ward. I feel like he is going to be a beast, but not today. That's right. I feel like we are going to be coming out on making a statement at home, getting another home win, bringing us 2-1 into the home, bringing us to 3-2 going into the season at that particular time. Our defense is going to be going hard in the paint. I believe Ashton Jeanty will be doing his thing, playing hard like he always do. And I feel like Geno Smith, Jacoby Myers, and yes, Jack Bech coming out on top. And not forgetting about your man Brocktimus Prime. He will be in full Brocktimus Prime mode. By the time we get to that week against the Tennessee Titans, I believe we're going to be looking prime and ready to go, which takes us back to Arrowhead Stadium. I said it's going to be a split in the division, and unfortunately, this is going to be a loss for our Las Vegas Raiders at that point. With that being said, I know Patrick Mahomes and the gang and all the rest of them, I don't see them losing at home. I don't see them being the dominant team that they were, but I don't see them losing at home, with that being a loss going into the bye week. So that gives us 1 against New England, 1 against the Chargers, 1 against the Colts, and 1 against the Titans. That brings us to 4-3 before the bye week. Yes, I said it. 4-3 going into the bye week. feeling like we are being what we need to be. We are going to be self-evaluating going into the bye week, trying to figure out where we stand, how we look, how we moving, how we going. What is our corner situation looking like? What is our free safeties looking like? What is our linebackers looking like at that point? I have no questions on our defensive line. Our defensive line is absolutely positively beautiful. It's the linebacker core and the corners is where we're going to be ain't even had breakfast yet. It's going to be suspect at. So with that being said, 4-3, bye week 8, going into the bye week, part 1 of this conversation, where we are, what we're looking at, and how I feel like the rest of the season will go, we will drop in our next video. All right, fam, it's time for the go. But you know, we deep dive and skimming and skiving. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if those are real words, but I know Raider Nation, we standing up and doing what we do. Ray!